Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see, but I promise this December I'm going to come up with so many looks. You guys are going to be tired of seeing me over and over again. I promise. Also, today's makeup look is going to be something very simple, and you might think there's a lot of things going on in my eyes right now with lashes and all that stuff, but you can totally skip it and you will see what I'm doing throughout the whole tutorial. So one thing I always like doing is keeping my eyebrows really clean, and I actually do wax my own eyebrows myself. So this whole process I wanted to actually just record it so you guys can see how I wax my eyebrows. Usually I don't like to go really thin with my eyebrows. They are pretty thin in itself already, so I like to just clean the surroundings, and I will be filling them up later as well. Now today's makeup look is very focused into day-to-day makeup look. This makeup look is something that I started kind of wearing when I was working every day, almost like 5 days a week. And sometimes when you work 5 days a week, you're so tired and you don't want to like come back and spend so much time cleaning your face, so you want to do as minimum as possible. I kind of named this makeup look like a no foundation makeup look because basically this whole makeup look is where you cover your flaws, and that's about it, and to kind of keep a very natural but at the same time clean face look, but not look like you have so much going on in your face. Now what I'm doing here is very straightforward. I just took is that a tweezer? Yeah, it is a tweezer. I took a tweezer and I'm just like basically taking off that excess, a little bit of hair here and there, and just to keep my eyebrows really clean. The next step is also very straightforward. I'm using my Precisely Brow Pencil by Benefit Cosmetics. What I like to do here is I like to create that small strokes on the inner corner and kind of, go from middle, like not really middle, but from the front to the middle. I kind of like to use the skinny one because, like it creates like a hair-like stroke. It's really nice. It looks very natural. Now, I recently started using this, it's kind of like a longer version, but this is also by Benefit Cosmetics as well. I like to usually draw the arch with it because it's a lot easier, but you can always do it with the smaller one too. I just find this is a lot easier and faster. Then I like to use mascara, like a brown mascara. This is the transparent one, and I like to kind of stroke lightly throughout the brows. That way, the brows kind of stays in place. Now this is what I like to do is I like to take a little bit of this concealer. This is the Blowing Concealer by Benefit Cosmetics as well. If you notice that around my eyes there's a little bit of that darkness, and also it comes because lack of sleep, and if you're working you probably don't get enough sleep. So this is a very nice concealer because first of all you need to pick a concealer that is of your skin color. That way it really covers any kind of like darkness or higher pigmentations, and in this case I have like a black eye around my eyes because lack of sleep. So this helps like really take away that darkness around the eyes, and as you can see it's already brightening my eyes really nicely. And for that as well, I like to use like a buffing brush to kind of lightly buff that concealer. I don't want a thick layer of concealer as well. Now moving on to the next step, I like to use a blush and kind of buff it around the lid of my eyes and also kind of bring it underneath my eyes as well. Now what it does is you can see in comparison my other eyes to this eye, it looks a lot brightened, and honestly like a pink shade always makes you look really like effortlessly beautiful because I guess we have that like you want to have like kind of like a pink blush and kind of like the pink eyes. It looks very, very natural for some reason and very effortless as well. Now on a day-to-day work, I like to just apply the mascara and leave it at that, but I will be later applying a little bit of eyeliner and lash just to kind of give this look a va-va-voom look. But yeah, but now you can see that I'm taking the same concealer and a buffing brush and kind of buffing that around the areas that I feel I have a hyperpigmentation or spots, and pretty much that's it. And I'm just gonna now kind of line my lips with a lip liner. The one I like to use is Soar by MAC Cosmetics, and you can now see the difference between the two sides. One looks very bright and at the same time effortless. The other side is no makeup, right? So you can see the comparison in side to side, and they look really good. Like, to me, this is how I actually go to work, because honestly, like, I don't think I need to do more than this. If you like, you can go ahead and apply some, blush. I just feel that over, throughout the day, the blush kind of dies away anyway because it's so light. It's almost like, non-existent. So I like to keep it clean like this. Now to give this look a little bit of the va-va-voom look, like if you have a special day at work, like let's say a Friday when you feel energized, last day of the week, you feel like, okay, now I can just, dress up, and because tomorrow I have a weekend or I have a party to go to later on Friday evening, you can always do this. I like to apply, wear my contact lenses. The one I'm wearing is, I believe, Graphite by TE Lenses. And now I like to kind of line my eyes with a eyeliner, because eyeliner kind of gives you that va-va-voom look, right? Because honestly, it kind of brings the eyes out and makes it look really amazing. So for eyeliner, I'm using Morphe eyeliner. And I'm using their very, very thin brush, also which is by Morphe, to kind of give myself that winged liner look. I just feel like every time I use a liner, it makes me look more awakened and just gives me that va-va-voom look. But on a day-to-day basis, I don't like to deal with the eyeliner, because when you come back from work, just to take off that eyeliner, it's a lot of work, first of all. And if you apply too much of kajal and too much of eyeliner over the time, you actually have you will get a lot darker eyes around the eyes. It's just that the ingredients in the eyeliner, if you don't clean it properly, it can actually, over the time stain around your eyes. So I like to avoid that. So even without makeup, my around the eyes are actually not as dark, because I make sure eyeliner is cleaned really well. So yeah, just a tip, if you avoid eyeliner, I know it doesn't make you look completely awakened sometimes, but it's fine, because at work no one really cares. Now for lashes, I'm using Hypnotic by Morphe Cosmetics. I'm just carefully placing that over on top of my liner, and this is my first time I'm actually using a tweezer. I've never used a tweezer for lashes. I usually like to place it with my fingertips. But yeah, as you can see now in comparison, you have the party look with the very minimal base eye makeup, and the only thing I probably put in a lot of effort was actually doing my eyebrows. So as you can see, the side-to-side comparison, it looks really beautiful. Now to brighten it up and make sure that it stays over the night, because nighttime parties, you could be clubbing or going partying, or like there's a lot of activities going on. So you want to make sure that you don't look sweaty or too dewy, so you want to kind of set the entire concealer or entire face with a little bit of powder to keep yourself that mattified look. And now I'm just going to apply some blush, and very lightly, and I don't know why, I always like to apply a little bit of blush on my nose tip as well. It makes me look cute, I think. So yeah, I just like to do that. Even with a lot of like actresses, when I see on the TV, they have that. I have applied a little bit of lip oil by NYX Cosmetics, and to finish up the entire look, I have used Morphe Makeup Setting Spray. So this basically wraps up the entire look for today's makeup tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so happy that I could show you what I do on my day-to-day basis when I get up in the morning, and how I like to do my makeup before going to work, versus on days when I have to go outside after my work, how I transform the simple makeup into something more nicer and just give it a little bit of that look. But thank you so much for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and hope to see you next time on my next tutorial. Till then, take care, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching.